From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Monday morning. We're continuing to track fog this morning across the region, although for now it looks like it's just up towards Snoqualmie Pass. The rest of us have decent visibility, but we'll continue to track this throughout the rest of this morning as we do have a freezing fog advisory. This is in place for the foothills of the Blue Mountains in Morrow County. This runs until 11 a.m. this morning. And then we also have an air stagnation advisory. This is in place for the Kittitas Valley and for the Yakima Valley, as you know, our weather pattern has been stagnant over the past week or so. So this will allow air to just kind of stagnate. Air quality could be reduced at times. Now, for now, we're just seeing little splotches of moderate air quality on the map, but we're going to be watching the air quality values very closely in the valleys. Right now, temperatures are cold. Most of us are below freezing. 31s for Walla Walla and Pendleton, mid-30s in the lower Columbia Basin, right around freezing in the Yakima Valley. So we all need to bundle up this morning. Some of us even need to break out the ice scraper. So here's the bottom line for the forecast. Morning Valley Basin and foothill fog through Wednesday morning at least. Then it looks like we could have some just mountain rain, not even snow, but mountain rain and snow melt for Thursday and Friday, and then another storm system into this weekend. We'll talk about all this coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, an update on the missing woman that was hiking in Oregon, who police are charging after her body was found over the weekend. And Hanford patrol workers have been picketing for 5 days, but they're set to start contract negotiations again soon. We have the details. And President Joe Biden pardoning his son Hunter Biden, this after he says he wasn't going to. We have the update and what the president-elect is saying in response. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal, and it is Monday, December 2nd. I hope you all had a great weekend. We're going to start with new information this morning. The Yakima Police Department is opening a homicide investigation after a deadly shooting on Sunday. Investigators say a 38-year-old man showed up to Yakima Multi-Care Hospital with a gunshot wound, and the man later died of his injuries. Authorities say through their investigation so far, they believe the shooting happened in the area of North 6th Street and East Yakima Avenue. Now, if you have any information, call the number on your screen. That's 509-575-6200. And a woman is facing charges after being accused of attacking police officers at the Christmas tree lighting. That was a festival in Prosser. According to information from the Prosser Police Department, the woman was going in and out of traffic near the festival, blocking cars and running after other cars. Authorities say when they tried to get her out of traffic, she began attacking by hitting and kicking the officers. The woman was taken to the Benton County Jail on suspicion of assault. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Now to a follow-up on a story that we first brought to you last week about a missing hiker in Oregon. The woman's husband is facing charges after her body was found over the weekend. Victor Park reports on the shocking developments from Clackamas County.
James Evans says he was just scouting the area of East Miller Road and Highway 26 in Welches Friday morning.
Safety is a big thing for me.
He and others were just about to begin searching for their friend, 61-year-old Susan Lane Fournier, until he found her body laying underneath a tarp.
And then all of a sudden I knew that there's a situation here.
You knew there was a body.
I felt like there was a body.
Evans says the community grew suspicious and began raising concerns when authorities called the victim a missing hiker on November 22nd after she failed to show up to work.
They kept on thinking this is like this lost hiker, as much as all the community said, hey, this is not what it is. This is not like some lost hiker.
Susan's white Ford pickup truck was found a day later, prompting a multi-day law enforcement search. But the search was called off, and that is when Evans says he felt the need to look into the area near where Susan lived. He believes deputies could have found her much sooner.
I don't understand is how Clackamas County Sheriff's Department did not even go in that area.
Susan was beloved by many, including a friend of hers who did not want to show her face on camera.
She's just a free spirit, she's one of a kind. She just is the sweetest woman.
But she says things took a turn just before Susan filed for divorce on Halloween.
She's been scared for months now.
K2 obtained divorce records between the couple, citing irreconcilable differences.
She wouldn't sleep in the same room with him. Even when he was on his trips, she wouldn't even sleep in their bedroom. She was bringing her dogs to work because of fear of that.
Now, 71-year-old Michael Fournier remains in jail, accused of murdering Susan.
At this time, authorities have not released information on how Fournier died, but they have confirmed her death as a homicide. They say they also found 2 deceased dogs that are believed to belong to her, and we'll update you once we know more. Now looking ahead, Hanford Patrol's union is expected to start negotiations again today with Hanford Mission Integration Solutions. The communications manager, Renee Brooks, says a federal mediator will be present at the negotiations so that both parties can begin discussing a new contract. The original contract expired November 1st, and it was extended 3 times. The patrol workers were locked out on November 27th and have been picketing since then. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, President Joe Biden has pardoned his son Hunter, this after he says he wasn't going to. We have the details, plus what President-elect Donald Trump is saying in response. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest, we'll be right back.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack, rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack, now on sourdough. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6-powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months or get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and cheeks and mouth and
Skilled professionals helping you to be your best. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Give the gift of me time this year with a gift card.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Merry Christmas!
Gather the whole family for a night of holiday magic. CMA Country Christmas.
You better watch out. You better not.
With a sleigh load of performances by Cody Johnson, John Party, CeCe Winans, Ashley McBride with Brittany Spencer, for King and Country with Karine Leon.
Everyone's invited, both naughty and nice.
Amy Grant and Trisha Yearwood host CMA Country Christmas, Tuesday on ABC and stream next day on Hulu and Disney+.
Next ET, James Van Der Beek after announcing his stage 3 cancer battle, plus our exclusives with Mark Harmon and the cast of The Neighborhood.
It's just a whole new world.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
You're craving tacos. Not just tacos, birria tacos. Actually, birria tiny tacos. Sauced and loaded and served with my new birria-flavored buttermilk ranch. You won't find all this at that other taco joint. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
James Van Der Beek, adored by millions. Now, tomorrow, exclusively on GMA, he opens up to Robin about his battle with cancer in his first live TV interview. James Van Der Beek, the powerful live interview only on Good Morning America.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Thankfully, we had some pretty good travel in the region for Thanksgiving, but you see we still have some packed snow. Oregon 204 at Tollgate. You do have to carry chains here, but in terms of tough pass conditions, that's about it for now. Right now, temperatures are either at or below freezing in Kittitas County, 32 degrees in Ellensburg, 28 degrees in Cle Elum, and then in the Yakima Valley, we're also hovering right around freezing, 34 for Sunnyside, 31 in Union Gap, 33 degrees in Yakima, and then in the lower Columbia Basin, some of us are above freezing, not by much though, 37 degrees in the Tri-Cities, that's about 5 degrees above freezing, 33 in Umatilla, 36 in Boardman, and then in the foothills of the Blue Mountains, right around freezing, if not a little bit below that. So in those areas below freezing, you would have to break out the ice scraper. Also, where we're tracking some fog for this morning, that could be freezing fog, although so far the fog hasn't developed, but that could definitely change over the next couple of hours. Here's your day planner for today. By 8 this morning, we're expecting widespread fog for the valleys, basin, and foothills. Again, should be freezing fog. Then by lunchtime, this is around the time we'll start to see some of the fog breaking apart for the basin and valleys. But I'm thinking for the foothills, the foothills could be socked in with fog all throughout the day. Look at these highs today. We are going to be cold out there. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. We'll be stuck in the 30s. I will show you some warmer weather on the way, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In political news this morning, President Joe Biden has given his son Hunter a, quote, full and unconditional pardon. Hunter Biden was facing up to 42 years in prison for gun and tax crimes. Now he's likely to remain free. Amy Kiley has more.
Joe Biden's pardon here of his son, in all likelihood, to a virtual certainty, did spare Hunter Biden from having to go to prison.
Hunter Biden is vowing to help others struggling with addiction after receiving a full pardon from his father. President Joe Biden says he changed his mind about clemency for his son because he thinks politics has caused a miscarriage of justice.
We'll never know definitively whether Hunter Biden was given lenient treatment or harsher treatment because of his name, but I can tell you based on my experience, he was certainly given different treatment than an ordinary person.
Hunter Biden is convicted of possessing a firearm while addicted to or using illegal drugs and has pleaded guilty to tax crimes related to money he has since repaid. In total, the charges against him carry a maximum sentence of 42 years in prison.
I think what happened in this case is the pendulum sort of swung from one extreme to the other, and you ended up with an outcome that the president felt necessary to issue a pardon on.
Republicans are blasting the pardon. It's unlikely to go over well with Democrats either. But analysts say the president's overriding motivation wasn't political.
What you're talking about here is, Biden taking a step that is going to be very controversial, even with his own party, to protect his son.
As a father, it was probably pretty difficult not to proceed.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The pardon covers all potential crimes from roughly the past decade. That includes Hunter Biden's controversial tenure on the board of a Ukrainian gas company. Now, President-elect Donald Trump posted this to his Truth Social account on the Biden's decision to pardon Hunter. He asks, quote, does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the J6 hostages who have now been in prison for years? Such an abuse and miscarriage of justice, end quote. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the holidays are wonderful, but they can also be stressful. And if you're worried about getting Christmas cards to your loved ones sent on time, we have how to make your life easier. That's coming up next in your Consumer Reports. And as we go to break, we're listening to Back to December by Taylor Swift since it's the start of the new month. Enjoy the song. We will be right back.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Are you ready to step up and save lives? Umatilla County Fire District Number 1 is calling on firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics to join our team. Experience the thrill of the front lines, excellent pay and benefits, and great opportunities for advancement. With every emergency, you'll make a difference and become a hero in the community. Don't just work a job, embrace a mission. Umatilla County Fire District Number 1. Apply now at ucfd1.org and join our team. We're looking for heroes like you.
Deck the halls with pies so jolly.
This holiday season, Pie Sharks has the perfect sweet and savory mini pies to bring cheer to your table. We have lots of flavors to choose from, and right now our pies are bursting with festive flavors. Grab a dozen, share a smile, and make the holidays deliciously unique. Delivery and pickup orders available, or visit us at 110 South 4th Avenue in Pasco, where every pie is a little holiday surprise. Pie Sharks, take a bite.
Step into the Prosser House, where great food meets comfortable atmosphere. We invite you to relax in our cozy space. From classic dishes to chef-inspired creations, and now we're raising the bar, literally. With our newly renovated bar, we're serving up crafted cocktails, your favorite local brews, and award-winning wines. Plus, we're proud to announce that the Prosser House is your restaurant showdown champion. Special night out or just a break from cooking, experience the award-winning difference at the Prosser House.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track the fog for this morning, and so far it's just stayed confined up towards Snoqualmie Pass, up in the Cascades on Interstate 90. So if we can maintain that throughout the rest of this morning, that would be a big win. But where any fog does develop for this morning, that would have the tendency to be freezing fog, as we're right around freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, a little bit above that for the most part in the lower Columbia Basin, but pretty much right at freezing in the foothills of the Blue Mountains as well. A little bit later today, these temperatures aren't going to come up by much at all, as we'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. So highs are going to be in the 30s and 40s, but as you see from this map, mostly in the 30s. And most of the fog that does develop should dissipate around lunchtime, except for in the Blue foothills. It could stay socked in with fog all throughout the day. And then for tonight, overnight lows dropping down into the 20s and 30s. We're expecting fog to return once again to the Blue foothills, to the lower Columbia Basin, and to the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. And once again, that would be frozen fog. And all of us across the board for tonight need to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. All right, we'll continue to keep it pretty cold, about 5 to 10 degrees below average through Wednesday. You can see there's going to be a change for Thursday and really warming things up into this weekend. We'll be about, well, for a total reversal, will be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, as highs will end up near 50 degrees for Saturday and Sunday in the Tri-Cities, keeping it pretty dry across the board through Wednesday. Then there's that pattern flip for Thursday. Storm system number 1 for Thursday and Friday, the next one into Saturday and Sunday. For now, we'll focus in on Thursday and Friday. This is looking like it's just going to be a storm system with just rainfall. Snow levels are going to be way up there, between 5,000 to 8,000 feet. So we're expecting between 3/4 to an inch of water for the Cascades, but a lot of this is going to be rain falling on top of existing snowpack, which means that we could see some excess runoff, maybe even some localized flooding. So we'll have to keep tabs on that very closely throughout this week. Here's a 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Foggy mornings through Wednesday, slightly warmer and wetter from Thursday through Saturday. Then in Yakima, stagnant air and reduced air quality possible over the next few days. The problem should fix itself by Thursday. In Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima, stagnant air and dry through Wednesday, but 20 to 50% shower chances Thursday through Saturday. In Hermiston, AM fog likely through Wednesday morning, but rain chances should break that up starting Thursday. Then in Walla Walla, socked in with fog today, slightly less for Tuesday and Wednesday, then shower chances should put that to an end later this week.
Thank you, Josh. Now, it's dubbed the most wonderful time of the year, although the holiday season is often stressful. However, sending holiday cards doesn't have to be. Today's Consumer Reports looks at 10 popular online holiday card services that can help you create and send custom cards to your friends and family.
Bridget Adams loves receiving those personalized holiday cards filled with cute family photos, but making and sending them was just so time-consuming.
It would take me about 4 or 5 hours to do my own.
Switching to an online card service helped Bridget save time by streamlining the process.
You select a template, add photos and a message, pick the quantity you want, and pay.
But with so many companies, how do you know which one is right for you? Consumer Reports ordered cards from 10 brands and evaluated features like photo and paper quality, ease of ordering, customization options, and pricing. The pick for best high-end cards, Shutterfly's Tiny Prints.
They're pricey, but their paper and photo quality were unmatched. The company will even address and mail your cards out for an additional fee.
The best mid-priced pick, Nation's Photo Lab, offers fewer options for customizing cards, but delivers beautiful photo quality. Another option that won't break the bank, Artifact Uprising, which has good photo and paper quality for the price and can address your envelopes for an additional charge. If you're looking for a quick and easy card on 100% recycled paper, Postable offers a diverse list of holiday categories and will address and mail your cards for no extra charge beyond postage, but its photo quality fell to the middle of the pack. If you tend to wait until the last minute to order your card, Staples offers reasonable pricing with some that can be picked up the same day. However, CR's experts say the photo quality isn't as good as most other cards. Bottom line, no matter which service you choose, taking some of the stress out of your holidays is the gift that keeps on giving.
Knowing that my cards are in the mail and out of the house is just such it's such a relief.
This is Marcy Whalen.
Now you can watch for sales, special offers, and discount codes, which can often save some money when ordering your holiday cards. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a member of the band My Chemical Romance has passed away. We have the details on which member and more of your entertainment headlines coming up. And as we go to break, we're listening to the song Welcome to the Black Parade by MCR. This was one of my favorite songs growing up. Enjoy it. We will be right back.
My father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken?
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely.
There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6-powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now. Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months, or get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter.
The Heavy Hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari, hot air balloon ride, swim with elephants. Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment?
On a ranch.
In Montana?
With horses.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
Thank you so much.
What's new, what's now, and what's next? Plus First Alert weather every 10 minutes. Wake up with Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, we're talking about a band from my childhood. Sad news this is.
Yeah, the former drummer of the rock band My Chemical Romance, Bob Brier, has died.
So this news is according to a spokesperson for the band. However, it's unclear when he died or the circumstances of his death.
Brier was 44 years old. My Chemical Romance became popular in the early 2000s.
And Brier was part of the band between 2004 and 2010 during the release of its third album, The Black Parade, and the band split up in 2013 and then reunited for a show 6 years later.
The group was planning a tour for next year, but Brier reportedly was not involved.
So he officially has joined the Black Parade. Well, we're going to move on to some happier news now. A celebrity engagement was revealed this Thanksgiving weekend.
That's right. Actress Haley Steinfeld and football player Josh Allen, I didn't know they were together, announced on social media that they are tying the knot.
So 27-year-old Steinfeld is known for her many film roles, including the Pitch Perfect series and portraying Kate Bishop in the Marvel movies.
28-year-old Allen is the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
And in more entertainment news, Nick Cannon is seeking help for narcissistic personality disorder.
He says he's been clinically diagnosed with the mental health condition.
Now, he revealed his diagnosis on a podcast earlier this month, and according to the Mayo Clinic, people with narcissistic personality disorder have an unreasonably high sense of self-importance.
Those who suffer from the condition seek excess attention and often experience problems with relationships, work, and finances. The father of 12 admitted he identifies with some of the so-called markers.
These are markers like taking advantage of others, feelings of superiority, and difficulty managing emotions and behavior. Now, Cannon said he does not experience other symptoms like rage and a lack of empathy.
This disorder is generally treated with talk therapy.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, it's officially December, and we've got the lowdown on what holiday activities that you can take your family to. This is everything from pictures with Santa to gift shopping. Those details are in the next half hour, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Cyber Monday is here. Major retailers like Amazon, Target, and Walmart are offering huge deals, including AirPods for just over $100 and smart TVs under $200. Other top deals include discounts on gaming, beauty products, and apparel, with sales running through Cyber Week. Next, Google Maps is now showing Waze incident reports. The new feature lets users confirm reports like police alerts with credit to Waze drivers. Now, Google says it's part of a redesigned reporting system rolling out on Android, iPhone, and in-car systems since mid-September. Finally, Honda's AI robot is helping sick kids in Spain. The robot is called Haru. It encourages kids to stay engaged during long hospital treatments, and it connects them to classrooms via video. Honda plans to deploy 10 units in Spain by 2027. No plans yet for the U.S. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
This is the story of the one who doesn't just see a broken dock. He sees lost revenue, a late night, and work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has the experience to handle whatever comes his way and has Grainger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scale to deliver fast, so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hank used to suffer from what felt like a cold and flu medicine hangover in the morning. Then he switched to Mucinex Night Shift. Mucinex is uniquely formulated to leave your system faster so you wake up ready to go. Try Mucinex Night Shift and feel the difference.
James, you're a veteran and household chef and student. You're an Ander. National University supports the whole you so you can focus on what's right in front of you. National University, supporting the whole you.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, it is officially December. Well, December happened over the weekend, and we're getting that cold weather.
Yes,
just like
but
December
thankfully,
should be.
Yes, but thankfully it's going to warm back up into
Wait,
this
really?
weekend.
How warm?
Like near 50 degrees. But
that is great news.
50 is much better. It's not warm, but it's much better as opposed to 35 degrees, which is what we're going to be around over the next few days. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those cold temperatures out there for this morning. We're around freezing in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We're just a little bit above that for the lower Columbia Basin and just a hair below freezing in Walla Walla and Pendleton. So I'm thinking in the foothills and in the valleys, if you did need to break out the ice scraper for this morning, that's where it would be. Thankfully, the fog so far has not come to fruition. Fingers crossed that this will continue throughout the rest of this morning, but we are seeing some reductions in visibility up towards Snoqualmie Pass, so of course take it slow on that stretch of Interstate 90. We're also tracking air quality this morning because we have an air stagnation advisory in place because our weather pattern just hasn't done that much over the past week or so. So in some of those lower elevations close to the ground, we could get a reduction in air quality. It's why we have an air stagnation advisory in place for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys until 4 in the morning on Tuesday. Here are some of the possible impacts. Lack of moving air can lead to reduced air quality. If you have a respiratory illness, listen to your physician's advice. And outdoor burning outside, well, that's what outdoor burning is. But anyway, that is highly recommended again. So for today, cold, foggy in the mornings, but we do have a warm up coming a little bit later this week. I'll tell you just how warm coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now we start off this half hour in Fire Watch. Richland Fire and Emergency Services is investigating after a fire broke out at an apartment over the weekend. This happened on the 1200 block of Covina Court just after 11 p.m. When firefighters got to the scene, there was heavy smoke coming from the roof of the building, and firefighters went to work trying to find the source. It took nearly 4 hours before crews were able to wrap it all up, and at this time, it's not known what caused the fire. But we are working to get more information, and we'll update you once we know more. In political news, President-elect Donald Trump says he plans to nominate Kash Patel as the next FBI director. Patel is a fierce Trump loyalist, and the president-elect released a statement saying, quote, Patel is a brilliant lawyer, investigator, and America First fighter who has spent his career exposing corruption, defending justice, and protecting the American people. Now, the current director of the FBI is Christopher Wray, who was appointed by Trump in 2017 after he fired then FBI Director James Comey. Wray's 10-year term expires in 3 years, so Trump will either have to fire Wray or have him resign to create an opening. And Trump also says he plans to nominate Chad Chronister to serve as head of the Drug Enforcement Agency. Chronister is currently the sheriff in Hillsborough County, Florida. And as DEA administrator, Chronister will work with Attorney General Pam Bondi to secure the border and also help stop the flow of fentanyl and other illegal drugs across the southern border. Talking about community events now, it was a winter wonderland at the Habbo Center, and this was over the weekend, and our Monique Ledesma is taking us through the hustle and bustle of the festivities.
It's wonderful. I mean, we really try to start a conversation with everybody that walks up to our booth. Earlier this morning, I met a gentleman that might be able to help us have some custom belt buckles made. Not just the engraving on the top, but the actual buckle. You know, so just connecting with our community.
Just being a new business, we wanted to get some exposure, and I think we're getting a lot of that here.
Talking to people, you know, one of the things for being out here is we really wanted to talk with, you know, potential customers and find out, you know, what they're interested in, what they'd like to see, maybe come up with some good ideas.
Santa's going to have to make a little confession. I used to use a network of elves to spy on everybody, but now I just use social media. I look up your social media, I know everything about you. And I hate to say it, but I'm the first person who invented social media tracking. That's why they're called cookies. That's what I named them. You have a Merry Christmas. Or else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Santa looking up your social media etiquette. I did not see that coming. Well, the next event at the Hapo Center is set for this upcoming weekend. It's the Fuzzy Felt event, and it's the Tri-Cities' largest collection of vintage clothing as well as rare oddities. If that sounds like something you're interested in, it takes place this Saturday, December 7th. Now we have more events to tell you about. So the North Pole has taken over the Ben Franklin Fairgrounds. Angel Brook Farm is holding its 7th annual Christmas Jubilee. This is where your kids and grandkids can get pictures with Santa. You can also find a real Christmas tree, enjoy tasty food and hot drinks, and just enjoy the Christmas holiday. Angel Brook Farm owner Kyle Buse says he began this event 5 years ago in Pasco, and it just kept growing.
You know, the tree and the things, it continues to be a lot of fun making happy families. And then we just keep adding. We got a beautiful gift shop. And then our petting zoo is bigger and better this year. Anyway, just more and more every year.
And Buse says the Christmas Jubilee is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and there is no cost to enter. He also says seeing everybody smile and enjoy it makes it all worth it. Now, if you're a fan of snow sports, White Pass Ski Resort has officially opened for skiing and snowboarding. The lifts are now operating 7 days a week. Lift tickets and rental equipment are available, along with lessons and packages. Officials say they're planning to open the steeps, but on a conditions permitting basis. This because it's still early in the season and the snowpack could use some consolidation. And White Pass had one of its earliest openings ever for season pass holders, and that was earlier this month. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a local volunteer is being recognized for her hard work in caring for huskies and other large snow dogs. And these are dogs that are often left neglected and abandoned. Coming up, we hear the remarkable story of our latest winner of Volunteers Count, so keep it right here.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
During the 4-day Black Friday super sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. The 4-day Black Friday super sale, on now at Furniture Row.
The dryer still isn't working. What are we going to do before the holidays?
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Black Friday Super Sale and experience unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. This 2-in-1 removable agitator lets you choose how you wash and care for your clothes with 2 ways to wash. It's twice the washer you have at home. Get it today and save $500 on the Whirlpool Hybrid Washer Dryer pair. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree, with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
Welcome to Nissan. Are you interested in
test drive?
Absolutely. There's the all-new Kicks, the new V6 powered Frontier, and the Nissan Rogue. Consumer Guide's Best Buy 10 years in a row.
Finished with all your holiday shopping?
We are now.
Hurry in to the Nissan year-end sales event. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months or get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
We all have that friend with amazing skin. Don't just envy her. Get glowing skin of your own with a professional facial, customized just for you. Massage Envy, where better skin begins. Give the gift of me time this year with a gift card.
Next live, Bridget Everett, and beat the holiday rush as we kick off Gift Bargains Week.
Smell some of these scents. Which one is for stress?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's the 4-day Black Friday super sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take $100 off our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Plus, get 60 months, no interest, and free shipping. The 4-day Black Friday super sale, only at Denver Mattress.
What? Yeah! Pat's back at the wheel with the new Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
It's the gift that keeps on spinning.
A special episode Celebrity Wheel of Fortune tonight on ABC.
It's become the Yuletide tradition you can't live without.
I have to press my luck. It's the most whammy-full time of the year.
We have all your money.
Press Your Luck special holiday episode tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, today is going to be a cold day out there. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way, as we're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. We're not going to escape the 30s in Kittitas County, and that inversion layer is going to be somewhere between 1,500 to 3,500 feet. Or in other words, although it's going to be foggy in the Kittitas Valley for much of the day, up in the Cascades, where we're actually seeing the fog for this morning, it's going to be inverted, as we should see plenty of sunshine a little bit later today. Then in the Yakima Valley, also expecting fog for this morning, but it should dissipate around lunchtime. These highs are going to be pretty cold. Some of us are going to have a hard time making it above freezing. We're going with 33 for Union Gap, 32 for Toppenish, 36 for Sunnyside. And then in the lower Columbia Basin, we're also going to have a hard time. Some of us are going to have a hard time making it above freezing, as we'll continue to be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Light winds across the map for today, so at least that it doesn't really help us out in terms of the air stagnation, but it does help us out in terms of not having wind chill. So in other words, it won't be colder than what this air temperature suggests. We'll also be up into the 30s in the Blue Foothills, a little bit warmer where we do see some sunshine in the Blue Mountains with mid-40s. Here's the big picture. I want to show you the seasonal rainfall deficits and surpluses that we're running right now. You can see we actually have seasonal rainfall surpluses in the Kittitas Valley, big surpluses in the Yakima Valley and in the lower Columbia Basin. Unfortunately, we are running a subtle deficit in the Blue Foothills, but we do have some more rainfall on the way. I'll tell you how much coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. All right, check this out. So every month we honor a dedicated volunteer. This is someone whose hard work has been noticed and nominated by another person in the community. The winner then gets to be surprised by our team, and we present them with a $1,000 check with STCU. And this is to go towards their organization. So let's meet our latest winner, Chrissy Rader. About 5 years ago, Chrissy Rader saw Siberian Huskies getting abandoned left and right all throughout the area. Large dogs that people didn't want anymore, but dogs that needed care and attention just like any other living thing.
They were just being dumped left and right, overbred, not just in the community, actually, it's everywhere. I mean, Texas, California, the whole nation.
This need in the community compelled Rader to do something about it.
We were kind of put in a predicament where we needed to move. And so we chose West Richland out in the county so we could have as many dogs as we wanted.
That's how Hope for Huskies was born, a nonprofit dedicated to rescuing Siberian Huskies and other snow dog breeds. Hope for Huskies is comprised of a small group of passionate volunteers dedicated to taking in these dogs who need a second chance. The team helps the animals with anything they need. This includes fostering them, transporting them, taking care of their medical needs, spaying or neutering them, and finding their forever home.
That's my goal. That's like my thing. Not quantity. I want quality. I want to give them every ounce of care needed. I will do the best for them. It's no holds bar. I will spend money on them. The best foods, the best everything for them. I will do it.
The team also helps with training the dogs, which is what Rader did with this cutie who goes by Capri. One of her goals is to find more fosters for adult dogs, as it's harder to find because most people don't want to take on the baggage that comes with these older dogs.
So you just got $1,000. What are you going to do with it?
Well, I can tell you right now, I have a mama husky, Mama Natchez, that was dumped in the woods up in the Natchez Mountains with her puppies. She needs a lot of dental work. What we found out is they shaved down her teeth. And so we had to already pull one canine, we're getting the other one pulled, and most of her bottom teeth are gonna have to get pulled. So that's gonna be a big expense. There's a lot of passion, a lot of tears, but there's also a lot of happiness too when you see them get homed.
Meeting her and her sister, I know she's someone very deserving of this award. And if you would like to nominate a volunteer in the community that you think goes above and beyond, visit our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, there's Black Friday and then there's Cyber Monday. We have details on which stores have the biggest deals, and more of your top stories is coming up in your morning sprint. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Growing up, I watched my mom serve our community by helping others through our church. I watched my dad, a workers' comp attorney, help people get benefits when they were injured at work. I'm Bryant Sutton, an attorney at Bothwell & Hamel, a law firm that exclusively helps people win workers' comp and Social Security disability. Let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411, Bothwell & Hamel.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Some of this year's best Christmas presents are just too big to fit under the tree, and they sure won't go here. No, some gifts are as big as the great outdoors itself, like the complete line of Echo Power equipment available at Liberty Lawn & Saw. No matter the wish, no matter the job, Echo has a tool to get the job done right, and at a price that won't break the bank. Plus, Echo's long-lasting E-Force battery system quickly swaps from one great product to the next. So stop by Liberty Lawn & Saw in West Richland for the Echo of their dreams.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
From our family to yours, happy holidays.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track the fog, or lack thereof, for this morning, at least for lower elevations, but up towards Snoqualmie Pass, we are seeing visibility being reduced down to just 1 statute mile. So take it slow up that way on the Interstate 90. We'll continue to keep tabs on the rest of the area for the rest of this morning. And just keep in mind that that is in all likelihood going to be freezing fog up towards the pass in Kittitas County, as Kittitas County is either at or below freezing for this morning. The same thing in the Yakima Valley, a little bit above freezing for portions of the lower Columbia Basin, including the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, and right around freezing for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. So where we are around freezing, that's where you would want to break out the ice scraper for this morning. Okay, a little bit later today, these temperatures aren't going to come up that much more, as we'll Pretty much all of us are going to end up in the 30s. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Now, where the fog does develop, if it does end up developing a little bit later this morning, it should dissipate around lunchtime, except in the Blue Foothills. There is the potential for the fog to stick around and be a little bit more pesky that way. Then for tonight, overnight lows falling back down into the 20s and 30s. All of us are going to have to protect the outdoor pets, plants, and the plumbing. And there is a potential, once again, that we could see more fog rolling back into the foothills and the Basin and the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We'll continue to keep it about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year through Wednesday. You can see a clear pattern flip on Thursday. And look at this into the weekend. Hey, 52 degrees isn't warm, but we will take it as opposed to 35 degrees. That is going to be a big time turnaround in the span of not a lot of days. And as our temperatures go up, rain chances also go up. We're tracking one storm system into Thursday and Friday, another one into Saturday and Sunday. So for now, stay honed in on Thursday and Friday. With this one, we could get upwards of an inch of rain in the Cascades. Not much doing for the rest of the region, but this would mainly be rainfall in the mountains as snow levels are going to be between 5,000 to 8,000 feet. So we could have rain falling on top of existing snowpack. There could be excess runoff, a little potential for flooding. We'll definitely keep tabs on that. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Foggy mornings through Wednesday, slightly warmer and wetter from Thursday through Saturday. Then in Yakima, stagnant air and reduced air quality possible over the next few days. The problem should fix itself by Thursday. Then in Ellensburg, the same cycle as Yakima, stagnant air and dry through Wednesday, but 20 to 50% shower chances Thursday through Saturday. Then in Hermiston, AM fog likely through Wednesday morning, but rain chances should break that up starting Thursday. And then for Walla Walla, socked in with fog today, potentially slightly less for Tuesday and Wednesday. Then shower chances should put that to an end later this week.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 5:50. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour, and we're going to start off with the top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. The Yakima Police Department is opening a homicide investigation after a deadly shooting on Sunday. Investigators say a 38-year-old man showed up to the hospital with a gunshot wound. The man later died of his injuries, and authorities say through their investigation so far, they believe it happened in the area of North 6th Street and East Yakima Avenue. If you have any information, call the number on your screen. Hanford Patrol's union is expected to start negotiations again with HMIS today. The communications manager says a federal mediator will be present at the negotiations so that both parties can begin discussing a new contract. The original contract expired November 1st, and it was extended 3 times. The patrol workers were locked out on November 27th and have been picketing since then. A woman is facing charges after being accused of attacking police officers at the Christmas tree lighting in Prosser, that festival, and the Prosser Police Department says the woman was going in and out of traffic near the festival, blocking cars and running after other cars. Authorities say when they tried to get her out of traffic, she began attacking by hitting and kicking officers. The woman was taken to the Bend County Jail on suspicion of assault. No one was hurt. White Pass Ski Resort has officially opened for snow sports. The lifts are operating 7 days a week. Lift tickets and rental equipment are available along with lessons and packages. The steeps will open on a conditions permitting basis, and it's still early in the season. And earlier this month, White Pass had one of its earliest openings ever for season pass holders. Angel Brook Farm is open for its 7th annual Christmas Tree Jubilee. This is at the Benton Franklin Fairgrounds. You can get in the Christmas spirit by picking out your real Christmas tree and getting pictures of your kids with Santa Claus. There will also be food and hot drinks, and the owner says it's open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and there is no cost to enter. Now to your national headlines this morning. President Biden is pardoning his son Hunter on tax and gun charges, even though he previously said he wasn't going to. Hunter Biden faced sentencing later this month related to 2 separate criminal cases. Those sentencings could have landed the 54-year-old in prison for decades. The president says he decided to issue the pardon because he believes his son was, quote, selectively and unfairly prosecuted. The astronomical start of winter is weeks away, but the meteorological winter season has officially started. The National Centers for Environmental Information reports meteorological seasons are dictated by temperature. Under that system, winter begins December 1st and lasts through the end of February. However, the common system that we know are astronomical seasons, and those are defined by the Earth's position in relation to the sun. And the astronomical winter starts on December 21st. In your business news, millions of people are taking part in one of the biggest shopping days of the year today, which is Cyber Monday. Some retailers like Amazon, Nordstrom, and Apple are offering massive price cuts on a wide range of items, often with free shipping. More than 183 million people are expected to shop both in stores and online from Thanksgiving Day through today. Tens of thousands of Volkswagen workers are set to strike today. Union leaders in Germany say workers at a number of plants across the country are taking part. It's considered to be the largest strike in the company's domestic operations since 2018. And the walkouts follow talks about pay cuts and possible plant closures. In your sports news, the Big Ten has fined both Michigan and Ohio State $100,000. This is for a fight on the field that took place after the Wolverines upset the Buckeyes during Saturday's college football game. The game happened on Saturday in Columbus, where Michigan beat longtime rival Ohio State 13-10. Ohio State was ranked second going into the game, and the Buckeyes dropped to 7th in the latest AP college football poll.
Wonderful people who help.
And Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence says he's recovering after a brutal hit to the head. Lawrence was hit by Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair in the second quarter after a 6-yard run. A scuffle between the two teams broke out, and Al-Shaair was ejected from the game along with Jaguars cornerback Jarian Jones. Lawrence was ruled out for the rest of the game with the concussion, and the Jaguars went on to lose 23-20. All right, trending this morning. Remember we told you about that piece of art of a duct-taped banana? Well, since it's art, you think that people, the new owner, would hang it up, right? Well, no.
If you want to know what a billionaire does with a $6 million banana, well, he ate it, of course. So end of story.
So the viral artwork named Comedian by artist Mauricio Catalan consisted of a banana duct taped to a wall.
The installation sold for $6 million in 2019, but last week it went back on the auction block and sold for slightly more, an eye-popping $6.25 million.
So the buyer was Chinese collector and cryptocurrency founder Justin Sun, and he celebrated on Friday by, of course, eating the banana.
How did it taste? Well, in a post on X, he said, quote, "For a banana with such a backstory, the taste is naturally different from an ordinary one." So it just tastes like banana, I guess.
Yeah, and with that said, the banana and the duct tape were not the originals from 2019. You would think because it would be rotten. I still think this is like a joke, you know, that he's just playing on us and the entire world, you know?
Yeah, I think we're getting punked. Ashton Kutcher is going to come out.
He's got to come out and be like,
"There's a camera there. There's a camera there."
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, a local volunteer is being recognized for her hard work in caring for huskies and other large snow dogs, dogs that are often left neglected and abandoned. We'll hear the remarkable story from our latest Volunteers Count winner. That's in our next hour.
And we're tracking fog for this morning, or are we? I'll show you where the fog is and isn't popping up, coming up at 6.